Hello and welcome. My name's Donna, and I wanted to thank you so much for deciding to tune in to learn more about metabolic balance. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what metabolic balance is, how it works, and whether it's the next right step for you. But let me take a quick minute to introduce myself. I'm Donna Hall. I'm a functional nutritional therapy practitioner and a certified metabolic balance coach, and I'm based in Bastrop County, Texas. I do work with people nationwide, though. If you're a woman in midlife or beyond, you already know the struggle. The weight that won't budge no matter what you do. The energy that used to be there, but it isn't anymore. The sense that something underneath it is off, even when nobody can quite tell you what. I know that struggle well because I've lived it. Over the last 25 years or more, I've tried almost everything. There were so many quick and simple answers that people would give me, whether that was influencers, well-meaning friends or family, even a pill, supplement, prescription here or there, each one working great for somebody else. Metabolic balance is the only thing that's ever actually worked for me and for so many others, but not because it's the newest trend, but because it's mine, built from my own labs, built for my body, with my own food list. It's personalized for me and nobody else, and that's exactly why it works. And it's not something that you do for 6 weeks and quit because it's not doable. It is doable. It's for life. No more starting over, no more trying thing after thing after thing. And now it's my privilege to walk the same road with you, with the knowledge, warmth, and steady support that I once needed myself. Metabolic balance was developed over 25 years ago by Dr. Wolf Funfack in Germany. It was originally built to heal inflammation and reverse metabolic syndrome, those suffering from unhealthy blood pressure or cholesterol levels, blood sugar problems, being overweight, and other health problems. He found that by studying the chemistry of one's individual lab values and the chemistry of food, that he could then use food as the prescription to heal inflammation and help reverse metabolic syndrome. By doing this, he found that his patients also achieved their optimal body weight. Fast forward to today, and metabolic balance is globally recognized as the most effective method for long-term weight management. Metabolic balance is an innovative, all-natural nutrition program that brings balance to your hormones, optimizes your health, and leads to a new and invigorating lifestyle. Physicians and nutritional scientists still manage the program today. This isn't a fad that someone invented last year. Your plan is your specific roadmap. It's not a rule book that everybody else shares. The foundation is truly a personalized nutrition plan built from an in-depth analysis of blood values, your medical history, and personal likes and dislikes. Your plan tells you exactly which natural foods to eat to create the biochemical changes that your body needs. It's personalized for you, guided by science, and designed for results. Metabolic balance is 100% natural. There's no prescribed injections, no pills, no shakes, no supplements, no proprietary foods. There are no points to keep, no calories to count. Everything on the plan can be found at a regular grocery store or your local farmer's market. Here are some of the benefits that you can expect from metabolic balance. Weight loss and improved energy. Hormonal balance. Improved immune function. Support for healthy blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Better sleep, improved mood, and less digestive discomfort. Reduced allergies and intolerances. Improved joint inflammation and pain. You'll save money on your weekly groceries. The program tends to pay for itself within just a few months because you're spending less on ordering in, takeout, or adding extra items to your grocery cart. There's a potential benefit for a range of metabolic and hormonal concerns. And it has the highest success rate for lifelong health and weight management. The foundation of the program is based on your unique lab values and personal information. So once you get your lab work done, we'll be able to use custom foods as your prescription. Past that, what you'll follow is these 8 daily rules. These are 8 straightforward principles that help the body restore balance naturally. I'll walk you through each one, and as I do, recognize that none of them involve counting or willpower, just a rhythm. Rule 1, eat exactly 3 meals per day, not more or not less than what the plan prescribes. The number one hormone that we're working on balancing is our insulin, and I'll talk more about that in a bit here. I assure you, you will be comfortable. Your meals are designed to keep you full in between so that there's no need for snacking, just lots of water in between meals. Consistent, predictable meals create predictable metabolic signals. There will be a 5-hour break between each meal. This break supports digestion, healthy insulin levels, and fat burning. Meals should last no longer than 60 minutes. This improves how the body uses the food that we eat. This is also designed for grazers, those of us who eat a few bites, come back to it for a few more, and then go on like that throughout the day. We want to be sure that we give your insulin and digestive system a break in between meals. This also builds a healthier relationship with mealtime itself, unhurried, but not endless. Rule 4 is to begin every meal with 1 or 2 bites of the protein portion. When you start with protein first, the amino acids in that protein will hit your stomach first, and then that stimulates the hormone called glucagon. Glucagon slows down insulin, but it also signals your leptin response, letting your body know that you are full. It's all about that hormonal balance. Protein first, and then everything else follows. Rule number 5, be sure to have only 1 protein per meal and 3 different proteins per day. This keeps digestion simple and allows for the maximum absorption of amino acids throughout the day. Rule 6, don't eat after 9 p.m. if possible. Finishing earlier is even better. Of course, if you work shift work or it's just not possible for you for other reasons, we can work on this. This helps to protect the body's overnight repair window. Rule number 7, drink your daily water prescription. Every client gets a personalized daily water amount. It is imperative that you drink your water amount each day, not optional. You can drink more, but you cannot drink less. Water plays such a vital role in so many functions in the body, and it's also your body's ability to excrete. 85% of weight loss happens through urine, so you have to give your body the tools that it needs. Your water prescription is very important. Rule number 8, an apple a day. An apple is a power-packed multivitamin that lowers uric acid and helps to draw toxins to the colon for elimination. You can have it as dessert with one of your meals. So what is metabolic flexibility? What does that mean? That is your body's ability to switch between using glucose and fat as fuel. This switching is controlled by the master hormone, insulin. Let's take a minute and talk about insulin. Insulin is the main hormone that we're going to focus on balancing. When insulin stays elevated, your body stays locked in fat storage mode instead of fat burning mode. When insulin is high, cholesterol is also elevated. Chronically high insulin is closely tied to unhealthy cholesterol patterns. Triglycerides can also become elevated. Your triglycerides tell you the fat concentration in your blood, which is another downstream effect of elevated insulin. Adrenaline can also become elevated. This is a stress hormone that gets pulled into the mix as your body is struggling to manage blood sugar swings. Cortisol is also elevated. This is another stress hormone, and it's a long-term stress hormone, whereas adrenaline tends to be a shorter-term stress hormone. This compounds the cycle alongside adrenaline. And when this is all happening, melatonin can decrease. This is your sleeping hormone, and this is exactly why so many clients report poor sleep before they start the program. Your DHEA is also decreased. This hormone builds all of your other hormones. So when it's disrupted, everything downstream is affected too. Your human growth hormone can also be very much decreased, which is important for repair, recovery, and maintaining lean muscle. And lastly, your fat breakdown is decreased. When insulin comes back into balance, this whole cascade reverses and fat breakdown becomes possible again. This is the whole point of the program in one slide. This is why we want to keep insulin low throughout the day. Let's take a minute and look at this chart. For those of you who are grazers, every time you consume food, it's going to impact your insulin levels to one degree or another. Frequent eating, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, keeps insulin elevated all day. To state it plainly, this creates a fat storage environment, even if the food choices themselves are healthy food choices. But with metabolic balance, when you eat 3 meals a day with real spacing in between, you naturally create a fat-burning environment. This is exactly why we don't allow snacks. It's not good for your metabolic health. Fewer meals mean longer stretches of fat burning, better metabolic flexibility, and more stable energy. Remember when we talked about metabolic flexibility, the ability to switch back and forth between burning glucose and fat as fuel? Well, this is exactly why that can happen. Fat burning can only happen when insulin levels are reduced. The program is broken up into 4 phases, so let's go through them one at a time. The first phase is the preparation phase. This is a 2-day gentle cleanse that resets your body and your mind ahead of the personal nutrition plan. I will coach you through this 2-day cleanse. It makes the transition into the plan easier. It reduces cravings and food noise, and it sets the foundation for long-term success. From there, we're going to move over to the strict conversion phase, which lasts 14 days. This is where, for 14 days, you really follow your plan exactly as it's laid out for you, using the foods that are specifically designed for you. Again, you will be comfortable. Following your personalized nutrition plan will stabilize metabolism, it will support your fat burning, it will support balanced blood sugar and insulin, and it'll also protect your lean muscle. Both of these first 2 phases will total the first 16 days, also known as your metabolic reset. Next is extended phase 2. This will last weeks to months depending on the individual. When you reach your target weight, or when you've lost 44 pounds, you'll move on to phase 3. If you need to lose more than 44 pounds, you'll move over to phase 3 for 4 weeks, and then come back to extended phase 2 until your goal weight is met. During extended phase 2, you'll continue with the personalized plan, add healthy oils, and add treat meals. Your goal here is building sustainable habits and real confidence, not just following rules. These first phases are the only parts that are a little bit more restrictive. By the time you get to phase 3, you'll recognize that it's the relaxed phase. It's much more relaxed than phase 2. It will last 4 to 6 weeks depending upon the individual. Here we'll gradually reintroduce a variety and flexibility of food choices available to you. I call this the test and assess phase because here is where you'll be testing out new foods and assessing whether they're a good fit for you moving forward. Again, I'll coach you through this. Then you'll move on to the maintenance phase. That's phase 4. The duration for this phase is ongoing, for life. You'll maintain your results and healthy weight with confidence and flexibility. There will be parameters in place so that you'll know exactly what to do if you feel yourself slip. This is the phase that makes the whole program different. Life doesn't end when the plan does. There's a real sense in which it begins. If you'd like to know an idea of what the personalized food list might be, here's an example of what a client's protein list might look like, although yours will probably look somewhat different. Here you'll see there's fish, seafood, meat, poultry, yogurt, cheese, legumes, nuts, and seeds. The exact list looks different for every client, but this is an example of the variety available. And here are some examples of vegetables, lettuces, bread, and fruit. I'll let you know how to get the best rye bread out there. And regarding the fruit, you do need to have your daily apple, but the other regular fruit choices are optional, but there are plenty to choose from. This is real food found at any regular grocery store. This is a sample daily meal plan. We've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, each with its own protein, vegetable, fruit, and bread. We've got a lot of clients that say that they appreciate that these are completely flexible suggestions. You don't have to stick with this meal plan rotation, but instead you have 9 interchangeable meal boxes to choose from. And then I have other clients who actually prefer having things laid out like this because then they don't have to think or decide anything. They can just let the plan do the thinking for them. Either way, it offers a lot of individuality and flexibility. I will go through your meal plan with you when you get it. We'll go through it together to make it as simple as possible for you. So what is Metabolic Balance's success rate? Well, first we have to ask the question, what classifies as a successful weight loss plan? And the answer is when an individual reaches his or her goal weight and maintains it for 2 years. Metabolic Balance has a 60 to 80% success rate. Metabolic Balance is the only program with a higher than 50% success rate across more than 35 countries globally. That's the highest success rate worldwide. For comparison, the next highest in North America is Weight Watchers at 22%, and then it dwindles down from there. There are actually some programs that are at 0% for maintaining your weight loss for 2 years. You can feel confident knowing that this is a proven approach with results that people can trust. You might also wonder how much weight you can be expected to lose. Well, every body responds differently, but here's a realistic range. You can expect to realistically lose 5 to 8% of your total body weight during the 16-day reset period. This is when your body is reducing inflammation, stimulating enzymes, balancing hormones, flushing out toxins. Your body goes through a lot in those first 16 days. Past that, 1 to 2% of your total body weight per week is what most people lose until the optimal weight is reached. This is very realistic and very doable. I recognize that you have options. Here's why I hope you choose to work with me. I am trained specifically in metabolic balance and in functional nutrition. So I look at your labs and your history as a whole picture, not just a number on the scale. Your body, your habits, your daily life, they are all part of who you are, and I take the time to understand every piece. That's exactly why I know how to adapt your metabolic balance plan to fit the life that you actually live, not some version of it that only works on paper. I've walked this road myself. I've been there. I coach from experience, not just a textbook. With me, you're not a file in a system or just a number. You get real access, real answers, and a real person rooting for you every step of the way. You were made for more than just getting by. You were made to feel vibrant inside and out. I'd be honored to help you get there. Are you curious to learn more? Well, let's talk through exactly what working together looks like, from consulting to accountability to prices. This is how our appointments work. Once your invoice is paid, we schedule the first consultation. There we will evaluate your health goals together. We'll complete the intake form and medical assessment. I'll get your blood work labs ordered for you, and then I'll send you your body weight scale and your welcome email. Once your blood work is completed, I will compile everything, create a personal profile for you, and send it all to the doctors in Germany, and they'll send me your personalized nutrition plan. This is what we'll review during this consultation, the plan review. We'll meet over Zoom or in person if you're local and you prefer it, and I will walk you through your plan page by page. We'll especially review phases 1 and 2 of your plan in detail so that you fully understand and all your questions are answered. We'll select an official start date, and then you'll shop for all the foods and needed supplies. Note that there's frequent communication happening between us during those first 16 days. I want to make sure that you're confident and successful. At the week 2 review, we'll evaluate your results and progress from the first 14 to 16 days. Then we'll discuss food additions, adjustments, and next steps. Together, we'll set goals for the next stage. And most importantly, we'll celebrate successes and name a few opportunities for continued improvement. When we get to the fourth consultation, that'll be our week 6 review. We'll review your progress and evaluate results. We'll discuss lifestyle habits, routines, and long-term strategies. We'll address any challenges and create viable solutions together. Then we'll refine the plan ahead for your continued success in the next phases. The Phase 3 introduction is Consultation 5. Some people reach their goal weight within just a few weeks, and others need more time. That's why this consultation happens either when you reach your goal weight or at week 11. Here we'll review your progress and introduce Phase 3 changes and newly allowed foods that are either appropriate for the moment because you're ready for those changes, or I'll let you know what to expect when the time comes that you reach your goal weight so that you're fully prepared then. We'll address any changes and prepare for the final phases together. And finally, you'll be ready for your Phase 4 introduction. Again, depending on how much weight you have to lose, some people get through our 12 weeks together and have hit their goal weight, while others aren't quite there yet. So this consultation happens either after Phase 3 is complete or at week 12. During this consultation, we'll review the overall results and celebrate your many achievements. We'll discuss long-term maintenance options and strategies, including if you'd like to extend working with me until you hit your goal if you haven't yet. We'll create a sustainable plan and set future health and wellness goals. You'll be given a full package with everything you need to succeed with the maintenance phase for life. But mostly, this consultation is a celebration. We will have so much to celebrate when we get here. We also have weekly support and accountability. You likely won't need more than this because the plans are really so simple to follow. I don't work with clients for less than 12 weeks, and I actually prefer longer than that because this isn't something that fixes itself more quickly than that. So these weekly accountability check-ins are vital to your long-term success at reaching your goals and maintaining them. There are always chances to ask questions and get guidance, whether during our weekly accountability or just from you texting me with questions. Together, we'll track your progress and celebrate your wins as they happen. We'll catch challenges before they become obstacles, and these check-ins will be what helps you to stay motivated and focused, and they'll help you to solidify sustainable, lasting change. And again, you can always reach out to me via text for personalized support between check-ins. So what's included and what does the program cost? It includes your blood work labs, a complete custom nutrition plan from Metabolic Balance doctors in Germany, bioelectrical impedance body weight scale shipped directly to your home. I'm less interested in your body weight and more interested in your body composition. This is what we'll use as part of your weekly accountability check-ins. 12 weeks of personalized coaching and functional nutrition insight. An individualized program built to avoid the yo-yo effect. There will be no need to try something else after this. There are no additional costs ever again. And the plan is always there to refer back to if you need to. There's only the one-time cost that covers the labs, the plan, the scale, and the coaching, and then you really truly are set for life. All for $19.97 with a payment plan available if you need it. So I want to thank you so much for your attention and for taking the time to tune into this video. I look forward to the opportunity to work together. I'm genuinely excited for what's ahead for you. This is a simple, realistic program that can easily be integrated into your busy life, that works and it makes sense for you. Plus, it's amazing to see what happens when you implement the right foods for your personal biochemistry and you fuel your body properly. If you're ready, or even just curious, you can book a free discovery call by going to donnahallwellness.com/contact. I'd love to hear from you. This is my personal contact information. Feel free to reach out. Thanks.